is Rachel and I'm here today to do my wrap up for the month of September. So there isn't a lot in, in this wrap up. I haven't read that much this month, mainly because of this humongous hefter of a book. This took up most of my month, to be honest. I have done a separate review for this, so I will link that down below. I think I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Maybe 3.5, I'm not sure. But yeah, I will link it down below. I enjoyed this book, but hated the end of it and thought it was really terrible, unfortunately. But yeah, I do go into a lot more detail in that review, so if you would like to go watch it, I will link it down below. The next 2 books that I've read were for Prideathon, which is still going on. It's the 30th today and it finishes tomorrow, so I'm going to put a book in here that I will be finishing today. So yeah, the first book that I read for Prideathon was Simon vs. the Homo sapiens Agenda, which I just filmed a review for and will be putting up in the next few days, so I don't know if I'll put this up first or the review. I will put my review for this in the description box of this video so you can go and watch the review, but I adored this. I gave it 4.75 stars out of 5. It was just fantastic and cheesy and too much romance, but it had gay people, which is cool, and I really enjoyed that. And yeah, if you want to see my very, very fangirly video over this book, you can go and watch that video. The next book I read was James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room. So I think this book is a 3 out of 5 stars for me. This is the second book that I read for Prideathon and I did really enjoy it. It's about a man who is living in Paris. He's an American man and his fiancée has gone to Spain and is living there for a little while, and then she's going to come back. Well, not living there, she's like travelling and stuff, but for a prolonged period. And he meets another man and has sort of an illicit affair with him. And this book basically follows that kind of affair that's happening and the fiancé that he's had, and obviously all that coming to a crux. This book is really difficult. I enjoyed it a lot, especially the beginning. I enjoyed the relationship between Giovanni and our narrator. I think he was called David. I really enjoyed how it sort of went into him trying to deny his sexuality and refusing to accept it. I really enjoyed the sort of following of Giovanni as a character and his mental situation and where that goes. I thought it was really cool. It reminded me of times of Sylvia Plath's The Bell Jar, and I could never really put my finger on exactly why, but I think it's to do with her sort of trying to follow what everyone's telling her she has to be and has to do, but her wanting to do anything but and everything else, and that sort of mediation on that in between things that she wants and things she's told she has to do and what's expected of her. And I think it was similar with this, with him wanting Giovanni but having to do what is expected of him and get married. So I really enjoyed that about it, and it's quite a short book, it's easy to get through, and I would recommend reading it. But I did find that when I got to the end, I just felt there was something lacking, there's something not there for me. And the character of David I found very strange. He's not very likeable. He is kind of a dick, but you can rationalise why and you can see why and you can understand the decisions he makes. So I don't mind that he was a dick, but it sort of made me not connect as much. I connected much more to Giovanni in this and felt so sorry for him and all that sort of stuff, but I didn't have it with any of the other characters. So it did mean that there was something missing there for me. And he kind of describes something happening, but it's something that he's imagining happening because a similar thing would be happening, but he doesn't know exactly what happened. And yeah, I just wasn't fond of the end. However, I will say this book is remarkable. just for the fact that it was a book, basically. And I know that sounds weird, but what I mean is, this book was originally written in 1956, originally published by James Baldwin, who is a black author. He was a black author and a homosexual author who was writing about gay white people in 1956. I honestly, like, me and my girlfriend were talking about this, and I just couldn't understand how this got published, because I don't think it was legal to be gay. He's an American author, and I don't think it was legal in America to do that. Obviously, black people were pretty hated, so to be black and homosexual and be publicising it so much, it's so amazing that this got published. And yeah, I really want to look into James Baldwin's life, actually, and find out more about how it did manage to get published, and yeah, his other works, to be honest. So I'm really glad that I read this, and I did enjoy it, and I thought the mediations on society and how society influences your decisions and the things that you desire or want or tell yourself you don't want was really, really cool. But yeah, the story lacked a little bit of intensity, and yeah, that sort of me hoping for something in the book, which I didn't really have. So yeah, that was the next book that I read. The other book that I started yesterday, and I pretty much finished, I will be finishing today, is Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Obviously I've not finished, so I can't really give a proper review, but I'm 226 pages into this, so over halfway, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm again finding I cannot connect to the narrator that much. I can connect to the person that he's with, or the person that he's pretty much gonna get with at the end, I think, anyway. And it's a bit like this one, where I really connect to the person he's with, but I don't connect to him at all as a narrator. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. However, I do feel like there's going to be some kind of breakthrough. I feel like you can kind of sense it in the text and the way it's being told. So I think there's going to be a point where I do actually start to connect to him a little bit more. But then again, I'm not sure. So we shall see. But I am really enjoying this one. I think I'm going to end up giving it maybe like between a 3 and a 4 star, depending on what the ending is. So yeah, I'm enjoying that one. And then the other reason that my reading has been slow this month, obviously we had It by Stephen King, which very much slowed me down. The other thing is Game of Thrones by George R. R. Martin. Now, this is a reread. I have read this book. I've read all the books in the Game of Thrones series that are out so far, and I love this series, and it's been so nice to reread it. This is part of a present that I'm making for my best friend. She doesn't know about this channel. She always asks me about it, and I don't give it her, and I'm really hoping that she doesn't find a way to find it before her birthday, but I'm pretty sure that she won't. But basically, for her birthday, I am defacing this book, so I have got up to page 176 so far, and I need to finish this by the 15th of October at the latest. So I will be reading this for some of next month as well, even though it's for October, which is a bit annoying. But I'm pretty sure it won't really get in the way, to be honest. And yeah, I'm basically just writing on pages, sticking things in, drawing in it, writing quotes out. This might freak people out because I know that people on BookTube are very about pristine copies of books, but little dragons. But yeah, my best friend will love this, I hope, anyway. And it's actually really fun to do, and you end up reading things in a lot more detail because you're looking for things to be able to draw and write about. This is little Jon Snow with his direwolf, how cute. And yeah, I'm really, really enjoying doing this. And yeah, again, I hope she doesn't see this video. Yeah, she will love this. I know she will love this. And it's been really fun because I rewatched the first season of Game of Thrones with the commentaries on. And yeah, I'm quite obsessed with Game of Thrones. I did my dissertation on it and everything. Like, it's a big part of my life. So I was very happy to be rereading this, and I'm very happy to be giving her this for her birthday. I know she'll adore it. So yes, this has been really fun, and I will be finishing this next month. So yeah, there are all the books that I have read this month. Obviously, I also had this in my TBR for the month, which is Lord Arthur Savile's Crime by Oscar Wilde. I was going to be reading this Prideathon. Prideathon actually finishes tomorrow, so I'm pretty sure I will be finishing this tonight, and then I'll have tomorrow to read this, and tomorrow is the first day of October, so I wanted to keep this because it's Oscar Wilde, so he is actually a Victorian writer anyway, so I could still read this. It was a good tie together. So yeah, they are all the books that I have read this month. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!